Here it is. It's
Hello.
Monday. Good morning, Glenda. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, everybody else.
Exactly. We've got Richard in the background keeping us straight. We've got Glenda and Nick on your screens. It's Monday morning and it's time to start your day in a spiritual way. Good morning, SPTV land. We hope you are well. Say hello, share, like, subscribe. Get sharing. You've got a record to break from last week, I tell you. So get sharing now. Get in there quick because we've got a record to break, and it was amazing. Thank you all so very much. But if you come on the stream, please share. Please share, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. Please let us know that you are there. Say hello. Say good morning. Ask your questions because we've got so much to plow through today. We've got messages. We've got Kate. We have got announcements. Exciting for those that haven't already seen it, of course. So lots to crack through. But first, how have you been, Glenda? What have you been up to?
Oh, I was just telling Richard I got taken out by a little 7-year-old on a scooter on the weekend. I'm in one of those boot casks for my ankle.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Will it be off in 1 month and 9 days?
Not even that, is it? What is it? Oh, not even that. I come on the 29th.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
something like that.
You
Yeah.
come even sooner.
Nick, I will be doing lots of healing, lots of prayers. I will be asking for anybody to send healing through. I'll be accepting any of that healing and prayers. So I am sure Spirit will get me over there safely.
Absolutely. And of course, that is our first order of the day. Please, everyone, send Glenda some healing. And I'm sure you will be all hooked up and ready to go by the time you get here.
Yes, Nick's had a lovely haircut, I
have had a bit of a trim, yes, darlings. Yes, of course. Had a bit of a trim, had a bit of a tidy up. We had the big meet up on Thursday for the two revs.
The two revs. I'm not going to go there.
Don't go there. So yeah, we had the big meet up, and of course, been out and about over the weekend and watched an Elvis impersonator over the weekend round of friends. So a quite relaxing few hours over the weekend. But I've got my cards ready, spirit are ready,
yes,
everyone's
me too.
ready to go full on.
My new cup.
You got your new cup. So we are
I'm ready
to rock. We are ready to rock. And of course, Richard is sitting so patiently in the background, concerned which one of us is going to be on the blooper reel this week. It'll be me.
me. And, I can't help myself.
So this is why we are so in sync, because I'm just as bad, darling. I really, really am. But of course, this week, as every week, we do have a bit of a theme: spiritual persecution. Being segregated, being separated, being treated differently because of our beliefs. Certainly, it is not unique to spiritualism, but it is something that is quite prevalent for us as a way of life. Whether you consider yourself a spiritualist or whether you just consider yourself spiritual, you will get persecuted at some point, I am sure, or will have been persecuted and attacked for it at some point. Today, we want to talk about those kinds of situations, how we've dealt with them, how we deal with them, what to do, what the safeguards are, where the safe spaces are, like, for example, SPTV. So everyone in SPTV land, we're listening. You tell I've been watching a certain 1990s sitcom from America. We're listening. But Kaza is, of course. So let's jump straight in. She jumped straight in. It's good morning to Kaza, waiting patiently in the house.
Love my Kaza. Kaza's in the house. Did you see Kaza drew me a beautiful photo of my mama?
I absolutely
on my page.
did. I absolutely did.
Spot on that lady is amazing. I tell you what, anybody that would love to get, I'm doing a plug. I'm sorry, Richard, a plug for Kaza. She is fantastic at her drawings. Any animals that have passed or any animals that are alive, your loved ones in spirit, she is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Okay,
I will have a word with her on Wednesday at
Kaza,
Circle. Kaza,
SPTV showcase.
It's time.
It's time, Kaza, you're on.
I'll have words with her on Wednesday about getting her on the showcase because she is excellent, actually. And she's come along such a long way in her journey of development. So lots of hellos. So Terry Louise, good morning. Nick, Glenda and Richard, good morning to you, my lovely. Oh, and the sound has gone on Glenda's microphone again, so I'll jump in with Stace Shaw. Good morning. SPT. I love that. SPTV. That needs to be on a t-shirt. Good morning, Stace. And Joe Patton, hi all from Wales. Good morning to you. I can hear a little bit of a noise, so I know Glenda's back.
Hello, Dawny. Thank you for following my page, Dawny.
Hey, Dawny. Wendy Watson, g'day. Good morning,
Yay.
Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. Oh, we got Kelly Raquette. G'day, Nick and Glenda. Hi, Richard and everyone in chat. Yeah, say hello to each other in the chat. Have a combo.
Absolutely. Amanda Horn, good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Amanda. Oh, Belinda Jones, good morning from Australia. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Jill Reynolds, another morning, another rainy day in Birmingham. Hopefully, we will be uplifting you in your rain. Absolutely.
Hello, Mary. Oh, we got Mary morning from Rainy Island. Ew, okay.
It
nice
is a
and
bit
cold.
Damp here today, I will say. Rebecca Whelan, Blue Hearts, abundant.
Hey, Beck. Helen Graham, love a message today. Absolutely. Are we sharing, Helen?
Absolutely. Share. Good morning, Mother. Mother sending
thank you,
healing
Mama
to
Brown.
Glenda.
Thank you. Eva, how do we say that one? Eva Burgess Jam. I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. Good morning and welcome.
If you can type it phonetically in the messages, it would help. then we'll recognize it in future and say it properly, because it's really important to get people's names right, I feel, and we do try our best, but I'm the worst at getting it completely wrong. But here's a name that I can pronounce without getting myself in trouble. Good morning to Pamela Watson from Australia, New South Wales.
Yay, welcome Pam. Natalie Bentley, morning all.
Good morning to Monica Corona. Hi, everyone. Good morning, Richard, Nick and Glenda, and lots of lovely hearts there, too.
Hey, welcome. Oh, there's our
David. Hey. Morning, Puddin'.
Hello,
good morning.
David. Christine. Is Christine Edie? Yes, welcome, Christine. I'm guessing that's YouTube.
Yeah. And Suru, also on YouTube, says good morning all, with 4 lovely flutterbies, as I used to call them.
Morning, Sue. And we're
Amanda Banks, good evening from Newcastle, New South Wales.
Hello, Amanda. Hello, welcome, Amanda. Oh, Minty May.
Minty, good morning, darling, and thank you for sharing. And if you haven't already, please do share.
Kelly Marie Roberts, good morning, guys, and to you too, Spirit. It's 7:46 p.m. in Sydney. Yes, welcome, Kelly. Whoa, we're getting a few more Aussies on here. Yay!
Absolutely. And Karen Jane Dix, good morning from South Wales. That's the original South Wales, not the new one, I'm assuming.
New South Wales, yes. I was born in New South Wales, so yes. Joni, Chamberlain, is that it right? Morning from, is that Boney?
Boone in Iowa.
Boone in Iowa. Whereabouts is that?
America.
Oh, America.
United States of.
Oh, wow. We got the States on as well. Awesome.
Totally international today. Amanda
Oh,
McDade joins us with a rainbow of hearts, which is lovely.
oh, look, we've got Nottingham. We've got Mandy Johnson here from Nottingham. Yay, welcome.
And Natasha Key from
Another
Adelaide.
Aussie. Yay. Welcome, Natasha.
I live just down the road from Queen Adelaide, which is tiny,
Oh,
tiny in comparison.
awesome. Chrissy Wheatley, morning, Nick, Richard, and everyone. I hope you are all well.
And Julie Burgoyne, good morning. Welcome to you.
Helen Lisa Davies, happy Monday morning. Hi, Richard. We didn't get a Richard got a hello
Morning, Richard.
there.
Good. You know, it's nice that Richard gets singled out from time to time because
Absolutely.
he is the man with the magic fingers in the background making everything flow.
I know.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, his girlfriend says, he said. That's his blooper now.
Oh, God.
Richard's face is going red, everyone. It's not my blooper this week. It's Richard's blooper this week.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well,
Juice has gone very, very red in the face. Oh, look, Terry Louise is all over
it's
it
already
with
been
magic
picked
fingers.
up. You know, it's already been picked up on. You know, we seem to have a lot of people online this morning, which is wonderful. Good to see you all. Moving swiftly on.
I, you know what? I love that they enjoy our sense of humour.
It's blastingly lucky. Oh, now Eva is from Sweden.
Sweden. Oh, forgive me, Eva. Forgive me. Thank you for holding space tonight with us.
Absolutely. Put if we ever get anything wrong, put us right. It's important, especially with names. Terry Lewis, are we all blushing right now? Yes, just a bit.
Yes,
a
yes.
bit. I'm lucky.
Yes.
Being a natural ginger, the most you get of a blush for me is the natural skin tones of a pale pink.
See,
I don't really.
Kazza, it's not me this week. Kazza told me to behave myself. It's Richard this week.
Gonna say, I think it's always dangerous when you put us three together. Yeah, gonna say Richard can deny it and blame it on you, you know, and me for saying what I did. Well, so let's but everyone's enjoying themselves, so that's all right. That's the main thing. And you know what?
Everyone's laughing.
Absolutely, especially Minty. Look at that. Everyone's having a laugh. And I think that's really important. Helen Lisa Davis, morning Nick and Glenda. So we've been mentioned too as well.
Yay!
And Susan Anderson from a soggy Ayrshire in Scotland.
I'm coming to Scotland. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Absolutely.
Wendy Payne.
Fabulous.
Okay.
We have a video, everyone, and we are just so excited. And if you think that we are bad when we're together but separated by thousands of miles but only connected by a few wires and some electronic signals, then imagine what it would be like with all of us together. And I'm not just talking me and Glenda and Richard. I'm saying add into the mix Minty May. I'm saying add into the mix Bill Hughes. I'm saying add into the mix the lovely David Hale. Imagine what would happen if all of us were in the same room together in one place. Well, you don't have to imagine much longer, because on the 9th of September at 7:30 in my very own Littleport Village Hall, where we host our Littleport Christian Spiritualists, SPTV is coming to Littleport for an evening of mediumship and trance. I am going to be graciously hosting for the lovely Glenda-Marie, the wonderful Bill Hughes, the delightful David Hale, the gorgeous Minty May, of a demonstration of mediumship in that hall. And then after which we'll have a little bit of a break, and then there will be a trance demonstration of mediumship. Now, it's from some local bloke. I've never really heard of him before. Apparently this Reverend Nick Brown is going to be doing a demonstration of trance after the mediumship. It's £10 for a ticket, and you can get your ticket online. It's going to be a whale of a night. Now, I do know that Richard has arranged to use an infrared camera to stream the trance.
That's going to be awesome. Some
I've
paranormal
never-
stuff, hopefully.
I've
Ooh.
never, because I'm quite lucky that infrared now shows as black and white, because I think if people saw me in a red light, I'd be in trouble. You know,
Past life.
not for the first time. But we do have, Richard's been beavering away all weekend, and we do have a video. So Glenda, what's the magic words?
Roll 'em, Richard.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents a wonderful evening of mediumship and trance. Our evening is hosted by Nick Brown with guests Bill Hughes, Glenda-Marie, David Hale and Minty May. Our exciting event is being held at the Littleport Village Hall, which is in Ely. The date for our magical showcase is Saturday the 9th of September. The price is only £10, which includes refreshments. For ticket information, please visit myspiritualevents.com.
Are you planning a paid spiritual event, or looking for something to do this weekend? Then visit myspiritualevents.com. You can browse the listing, view the event details, watch a YouTube clip, look at a mini gallery, select dates and times, pay for tickets using PayPal or your debit card. Organizers can register for free and start selling tickets within minutes, be it for their online or in-person spiritual event. As an organizer, you will have access to your own admin dashboard, which will display information such as your income and your bookings, all in a simple and user-friendly display. It's free to use. Join and upgrade to an organizer. Come and visit us at myspiritualevents.com.
Exciting! So, my friends, my lovely, lovely fam of SPTVs, come and see Glenda, come and see David, come and see Bill, come and see Minty May, come and see Richard, come and see me. And you get to come to Littleport Village Hall and have a wonderful demonstration of mediumship. The members of the church are so excited, already volunteering to help out, get things sorted and set up. It's brilliant, and it's just going to be such an uplifting night. And as I said, the trance will be videoed through an infrared camera, which is exciting for me, really. I've done trance numerous times, obviously, but not in public more than 3 times, and certainly never with an infrared camera. So it's exciting for me. But it really is important. You can get your ticket through the SPTV events page, which is an amazing setup. And do you know what? For all intents and purposes, Minty made too much red and ginger. I had to throw out my orange trousers. Do you know what? I'm with you, my friend. I am with you. I am truly, truly with you. But you know what? The events page, I've got to mention this. You know, all of these different options that you can get available. The SPTV events page only takes 3% as a service charge, and that is low in comparison to so many others. It is an excellent facility and an excellent function and well worth using. It's part of the SPTV family, so it is absolutely secure and safe. So if you want a ticket, hop along to the link to the SPTV events page. Eunice, hello, my darling. So looking forward to you all at Littleport. We will be there. Absolutely, yes. And tickets are already selling. Now, bear in mind, this is a physical location, so limited numbers. So do get your ticket nice and early, because we don't want you to miss out. And it is going to be such fun getting together with my fellow SPTV hosts in my hometown. It's an honor, really. It really, really is. And Helen Graham says Littleport is not far from me. How exciting. Oh, Glenda, your microphone's gone again, darling. Whilst you're unplugging and replugging, for those that don't know, Littleport is a quiet, calm and happy village that is 4 miles north of Cambridge, which is 15 miles north. Sorry, 4 miles north of Ely, which is 15 miles north of Cambridge in Cambridgeshire. And if you look at the UK and you see that lovely circular offshoot that is East Anglia, we're pretty much smack dab in the middle of that. So that gives you a rough idea of where we are. And of course, Glenda, you're coming all the way from Australia for your UK tour.
I know, and it's going to be my first actual physical demonstration, and I get to do it with my SPTV family. I couldn't think of anything better. My debut. Is it debut? Is that how you say it? Debut? How do people say it? Debut.
Français, mademoiselle.
I think it's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Dawnie's coming. She's got a ticket.
Got a ticket. Absolutely. I know the tickets have started selling really, really well. Kaza says Littleport was a quiet place until the 9th. We have our moments, don't get me wrong, but it is a lovely village, and it's the largest parish boundary in England, beaten by Scotland for the UK. But it's a lovely, lovely place, and I'm really, really looking forward to meeting Richard again, meeting Bill and Minty and yourself in person for the first time, meeting David again, because we have actually physically met before, because he used to stomp around in Cambridge. But it's quite exciting actually to see everybody, and of course meeting Richard for the second time in person, which now leads, and it's interesting you should say, Glenda, about being your first physical locale. And David, of course, says, I'll hold your hand, Glenda. Absolutely. You're going to need more hands, because we're going to all be holding your hand, darling. It's interesting because in post-COVID spiritualism and spirituality has changed since COVID. And there is a generation of mediums that predominantly worked online because of that. But it's also put the work of mediums in people's houses. Long gone are the days where people were afraid to see a medium work for fear of being seen publicly going into a spiritualist church, which has meant that our way of life and way of working has been truly opened up in a massive, massive way, and it's brilliant. Oh, and your microphone's gone again. Give it a wiggle, love. Yeah, take it out. Minty May says it's going to be so good, and I'm truly looking forward to working with you guys. We really are too. Unbelievably so. It's so exciting. It is.
And what I was actually saying, Nick, was I don't know how many times I've come across people that say, "Can you do that online? Can you do mediumship online?" It's like, absolutely. Look at SPTV. Look, I mean, my whole business is online. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and this is the thing. It's because people get set in their ways, stuck in their ways of working, and can be either nervous or unsure of trying new things and different things. But then you've got that level when people become so hardline and stuck in their ways that they then become antagonistic to their own way of life. So the theme of today, of course, was persecution. It can happen within groups of groups. I've come to realize recently that spirituality and spiritualism can be a little bit like psychology, in the sense that there are different schools of thought. Like, for instance, Freudian and Jungian, different ways of thinking, and they can kind of combat against each other. So you've got the issues coming in from without, and then you'll have issues coming in from within. And I'm not saying that this is unique to our way of life. It's the tribal nature of humanity, isn't it? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that part of life, I suppose. But what do you at home think? What are your experiences? How have you dealt with this? How have you combated? How have you risen above the negativity that you find? I mean, in Littleport, when we first started, it was quite bad. But now, I walk through the street. It's, oh, hello, it's that mad vicar bloke who talks to dead people. and it's a talking point rather than an attack. The world has moved forward in a great way, but has it gone far enough? That's the question.
Yes, exactly right. Has the world evolved?
Absolutely. And Stace has come up with a first comment, which ties in very much with what you were saying, Glenda. Another thing we get persecuted for, people feel that online mediumship and psychic work and learning isn't as genuine as platform physical demonstrations and learnings. You know, you can reach more. I mean, perfect example, I do an online circle. I've got members of that circle in France, in Sunderland, in Scotland. I'd never be able to be friends with them, know them, let alone help them and them help me in my development as part of the circle. If it weren't for that, if spirit can transcend the physical, then spirit transcends the physical.
Exactly. And the other thing is, if we just kept it to platform physical demonstrations, I wouldn't be working and learning new things. Spirit wouldn't be teaching me things from the UK or from, people that I connect with in Italy or something like this. We actually grow as mediums by, working with different people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I was just reading Helen Graham's comment. My mum was a very well-known medium when she was alive, and this caused me a lot of negativity from people if I spoke about it. But I wanted to shout from the rooftops of how proud of her I was. Good on you. Good on you, Helen. And Helen's the one that said that she lives quite local, quite near Littleport. So, who was your mum? Who is your mum? I've been in this way of life about 25 years and haven't moved. So, if she was local, chances are she's served a church that I've been to. So it'd be interesting to know. But you're absolutely right, Glenda. You're absolutely right.
Donnie's got a little message for us as well.
Someone close to me when I started this said, don't you be bringing any spookies back to this house. Yeah. They clearly don't have an understanding. Absolutely. The spookies are already in the house, as Kaz would say. The spookies are already there. And that is it's a modern version of a very old-fashioned one, which I'm sure many people on here have heard. You can't summon the dead. Nobody summons them. They summon us. You're sitting on the lavatory as a medium trying to have 5 minutes read the paper, and you got someone's niece or nephew or uncle or aunt or grandmother coming through, or your guide coming through, reminding you that you've forgotten to do things. I'm not allowed to share that one, but bear in mind that was a funny one, Richard. But yes, it is.
Oh, Richard's on fire, guys.
Richard really is on fire.
Let me hear what Richard was saying.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's true. There are so many different twists and turns and ways of accusing. But I tell you what I do find really, really, really frustrating. I was actually a Wiccan practitioner when I was a teenager, and I moved into spiritualism off the back of that. There are antagonisms between Wicca, witchcraft, and earthworks and spiritualism, when there really, really shouldn't be, when you consider that although they are two very individual, unique, standalone ways of life, there are a lot of crossovers, right down to the fact that up until the 1950s, we were all prosecuted under the same law. They are, of course, their very own unique way of life, but they can blend if you just look at each other. And I know from personal experience, lots of who are coming in. There are a great many crossovers between our relevant and respective ways of life. And I you know what? We talk about the brotherhood of man or the kinship of the human family as the ISA, words it. Where is it when we're being persecuted or persecuting each other or even ourselves Because I found that from time to time, that can be the issue too, can't it, Glenda? You get attacked so much that we end up persecuting ourselves.
Absolutely. And it can sometimes, you know, no matter how tough or thick-skinned we are, or, you know, how we are as humans, we're also humans. We're also experiencing life and the things that we go through in life. And sometimes those comments can really hit hard. You know, they can really affect you for the week, or they can affect you sometimes more than other times. So where is that being kind and coming from love and compassion? You know, like where is that in humanity? Sometimes it's a bit lost, I feel. How can I say? I don't on purposely attack somebody else because of their beliefs. If I don't believe your beliefs, or we don't align, I keep that to myself, and I respect your beliefs. But I wouldn't on purposely go onto your page and attack you and say negative things. So who's more spiritual here? Sometimes it's like,
yeah,
I'm coming from love, and I come from wanting to help people and, you know, and heal people, but you get attacked for it. So it's sometimes it's not fair.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, as in my perspective as an individual, I'm a Christian spiritualist. I call myself that. I don't know really what I am anymore, because I'm becoming pretty much the mongrel child of all ways of life, because I see the importance and the good bits in everything. So I'm a sponge for those good bits. But because I designate myself as a Christian spiritualist, you know, there are those that consider that I'm not a real spiritualist because of that. Even though I'm quite forward thinking in my way of working and way of behaving, I still get, because I use that term, I'm actually attacked. Well, at the end of the day, the reason that the spiritual way, as it was called when it started, was created is because people were getting fuddy-duddy, old-fashioned and set in their ways, and spirit needed to move things forward, and they used a very good medium to do that, which ties nicely in with Mal Whittle's comment, which I love, by the way, and that little putty tat is gorgeous. Before COVID, we were being told by spirit there is a big change coming. Yes, absolutely. The way we look at things spiritually are going to change. I totally agree. I fear now that we will just slip back into the old ways instead of pushing forward. I feel that we've got a big move still to come, and it won't be psychic nights in pubs. Do you know what? They have their place, but I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. You know, I know some lovely churches that hire a pub hall because that's all they can afford, and that's fine and great too. But we do need to keep moving with the times. As otherwise, as Mal says, we are gonna get behind again, and it's up to us, the SPTV family, the mediums, the church leaders, the organization leaders, to continually consciously push forward. What is it that Gordon Higginson said when he was quoting Arthur Conan Doyle? Carry on, prove the continuity of life, and never give an inch. There was a time when we can say we've done that. Can we always say that? Probably not. Should we be able to? Absolutely. Because as Wendy says, with online, it has brought many people a closer understanding in spiritualism. Absolutely, Wendy. And it's brought people closer together too. Me and Glenda would have never have met each other if it wasn't for the online. And she's like my mate now, you know, my naughty mate, the one.
I know, we're separated at birth.
I know. And I've met wonderful, wonderful friends online that I wouldn't have done. We have Richard's just compliment. Well, I hope it's a compliment. We're very similar, you know, but we have a similar sense of humor, which is bad for Richard. We resonate on the work, which is kind of great for Richard. But yeah, I totally agree. And we've got another one here. Do you want to take that, Glenda?
Yeah, Jacqueline N. Forrester. I feel the same. My hubby was a well-known medium in our area. His name was Steve Forrester. I lost him to COVID 2020. I'm so sorry. He was such a spiritual person, so gentle and sensitive. Miss him so much. Oh, Jacqueline, my heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
That's still so very fresh. Oh, you poor darling.
It is. You know, they say time is a healer, but until you've actually experienced it, you don't realize just how much time it is. So, you know, it wasn't down to COVID, but I lost my dad in 2021. And I still look around the door frame on a Saturday expecting him to turn up with a packet of mints and stand there hiding from mum for a break for an hour, counting down the times. She'll ring in a minute. She'll ring in a minute. You know, time is a healer. Yes, it is, but it's not a short time. You know, it really isn't. So my heart's with you, darling. And yeah. And actually, Steve Forrester is a name that I do recognise as well. So, you know, absolutely a spiritual soul indeed. Rebecca Whelan says that I'm housebound. I've heard so much online about mediumship. I want to go into it when I'm well enough. And this is the thing, Rebecca, you wouldn't have been able to have that spiritual contact and see and learn as much as you have if it wasn't for the online thing. We used to, before the pandemic, we used to broadcast the beginning of the service just from immobile. It wasn't very technical because our medium secretary was housebound, and it made her feel part of the church to be able to see what was going on and give me critique. And I know that when you're well enough, you will be even more into it than you already are, Rebecca. I know. Absolutely. So, friends,
can I give Rebecca a card? Can we?
I think that might be worthy. Absolutely.
Throw in the cards?
Yeah.
Beck. I'm going to say Beck. I feel like I need to be drawn to Beck. I feel like I want to say Beck. I feel like I know Beck. I feel like Rebecca's somebody I'd love to have a coffee with. Oh, beautiful hearts. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, I'm going to give you one of these cards this week. Let's see what the cards have for Rebecca this week. Okay. I got endings. I feel as though there's some endings happening for you, Rebecca. So I'm going to say some of the stuff that you've been going through, it's coming to an end. I want to say I'm sending healing. I want to project positivity, and I feel as though the roller coaster, emotional, physical, pain, the whole lot where you've been going up and down, and I feel as though there could be an ending coming and you're going on the up. I feel like there's an up coming for you. Where you've been on the down, there's an up. And I want to say to you, stay positive. There's an ending coming. It's not very far, but keep positive with it. I'm also picking up why am I getting this dog? This dog is just coming pouncing at me. Is there a connection with you and a dog, Rebecca? I'm feeling this dog wanting to just kind of jump all over you and give you love. I'm feeling like this dog is your favorite person. I like, you know, that I just want to hug you. It's like I want to give you healing. I'm also picking up a father paternal in spirit. Would you understand if it's not your father, it could be your uncle. I feel like there's a gentleman in the spirit world who wants to step forward and say hello. This gentleman is coming in, and I'm seeing him with a hat on, if you understand this. I'm hearing the name Bob. I don't know if there's a Bob. Robert, Bob. Oh, yes, a dog from childhood. Perfect. I'm hearing the name Bob, so I'm not really sure if there's a Bob or a Robert that's around you in the family or friendships. I'm also getting the number 11, 11, 11. So whether you've been seeing 11, 11, yes, Dad, perfect. And I feel as though he's sending you signs through the 11, 11. Do you know, like last week we were talking about we look on the microwave or we look on the oven and they got the 11, 11. I'm looking at the my phone, and I'm seeing 1111. So you must have seen 1111 come up just in the last day or so on your phone or something like this, because I feel like he's sending you messages. He's wanting to say, I'm here, love. I know that you're going through a tough time. I know that it's been really hard for you reaching out to people. You're very, very, can I say, independent. You hate asking for help. And he's wanting to say, just ask, love, just ask. There's people around. He's wanting to send through healing. I'm also getting from the waist down. So I'm not really sure if you, oh, here we go. Yes, Dad always wore a hat. This is a Robert there is a Robert in the family. Yes, lots of 1111. Wow. I'm also picking up around from your waist down. So I'm not really sure if you have some back issues. I'm also feeling a bit of fibro or some muscle, and I'm not a doctor, and I don't put that out, I'm not diagnosing, but I'm feeling like there's a lot of muscle issues or back area, legs, affecting the legs as well for you. I'm feeling that it's really stopped you from doing what you want to do, but I'm staying positive, and I'm sending you through love and healing from your father, because he's saying, Beck, you're going to fight this, you're going to get better. And he's just put his hands together, he's put my hands together, which tells me you've been praying or you've been talking to Dad. Dad, I need some help. You've been asking, you've been reaching out and sending prayers out there, so they're being heard, Beck. I send you so much love and so much healing, and thank you for holding space for Nick and I to work tonight.
Bless you. That is amazing. And I just got to tell you, it's now 11:12:06. So for the last minute, it's been 11:11.
Really?
Yeah. In actual fact, on my clock, it still is. Amazing. Rebecca says, yes, I have severe issues in my lower body. I have a temporary brain injury and a CNS injury. So, wow. Rebecca, of course, you'll be going again in my healing book. Of course, and what a lovely connection there from Dad as well. And of course, we must not underpin we must underpin the joy of family animals, our family of animals coming forward as well in spirit. You know, CNS relates to the spinal cord, which is, you know, where you were.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's the whole, I could feel the whole connection. It was just, I could feel it a lot. Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you. There we go. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, Rebecca, that connection there, especially with Dad. And, you know, if you think about it, it actually does tie in with what you were saying earlier about wanting to move further forward with your development. There you go. Wonderful. So, friends, keep sharing. For the first time today, I want to mention it. If you're not already, do consider becoming a VIP of SPTV. And we have a VIP event coming up as well. Is there an ad for that, Richard? Oh, there is a graphic which is right here. So we've got an event there ready for Ashley, which is the 4th of August, which is Meet Your Guides with the lovely Ashley Robinson. And do obviously become a VIP to see that, to be a part of that. It's wonderful. You know, meeting your guides is probably one of the most important things you will ever do in your development. Now, I know that there are different schools of thought, and I'm not knocking them. Remember the whole Freudian Jungian thing, you know, and people can change schools. For example, you know, most psychologists start off as Freudians, but end up finding out that they're a Jung at heart. Sorry, cheesy joke. Oh, that is not a VIP. That's for everyone. And
that's
and
about
this
Debbie.
is
Yeah,
the
Debbie
VIP
and
show.
Miguel.
Debbie. Yeah, that is going to be awesome. I've seen that one advertised. So that is what the kind of thing that you get when you're a VIP. You know, a special show. unlimited VIP access, really. You know, that I don't think there's ever any numbers restricted relating to Zoom. Which it's amazing the different features and extras you can get when you become a VIP, and it only works out at 33p a week. Come on, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. But
gorgeous. I'm just looking at Rebecca's name still on the screen, and her dad's still squawking in my ear here. I'm so sorry. He's saying, Rebecca, have you ordered the plants?
Ordered the plants.
They've ordered the plants. He's just shown me some plants. So I don't know if your plants have died or he's just showing me water the plants or something like this. So I'm sorry, I just got to give it. He's still talking to me.
Bless you. And that is, they do hang around, they really do. And this is the importance of guides, you know, whether you work with them or not. My view is the more you get to know your guides, the easier it is to work with them. It's like being in a workplace. So you might decide that you don't want to work with your guides the same way others do. That's fine. That's your way of working. But it's a friend you're missing out on, in my view, is what I was going to say. And Carol Phillips has got her ticket for Little Port today. So they're still selling. Richard, there was a comment just a second ago that I just wanted to come to, if I may. Karen, Patricia, Kelly, may I be placed in your healing book? Yes, you may. And in actual fact, I was drawn to you. And here's a card for you, if I may. Thank you, darling. Bless her. She's got her own like mute button now for that buzzing. This is the butter, because I'm working with the goddess card today. So Karen, Patricia, Kelly, if you're on there, please let us know. And I'm working with the butterfly maiden, and this is about transformation, because there are enormous changes going on around you at the moment. And I know, because you've asked for healing, some of them might not feel great, might not feel good, might not feel in any way positive, but your strength, thank you. You are someone who finds strength in adversity. Look at how much you've grown in the past. Every time the universe throws something at you, you pull yourself back up, and people around you, you've got your inner circle. Those that come to your hands every time you reach out. This card has got loads of butterfly, because it's the butterfly maiden. And Karen, you're here. Good, bless you. The reason I've pulled this card for you is obviously because you need reminding that there are positive outcomes and there is positive growth within you in the past, and there will be in the future. So I'm definitely putting you in the healing book. As I go further into that, I'm being made aware that you've been you've been seeing things. I don't know whether you're a developing medium, a fully fledged medium, or just doing what you want when you want. Either way, there's this change in awareness, this change in perspective that you've been having. It's like seeing different lights and shapes around you. And, you know, I know a lot of that will be the healing coming in, but there's also tangible symbology coming forward with that. Absolutely, yes. Thank you, Karen. What I'm seeing is that there's this, it's almost like there's this parade in, oh, wow, thank you. Yes. There's this parade in spirit going on around you, that there's this procession of friends and helpers. And sometimes that can be quite off-putting, because you get used to your inner circle, and I mentioned inner circle a little while ago on the earth plane. I now want to talk about the spirit one. You've got this inner circle that you work with, and sometimes I do see things out of the corner. Right, there we go. This is them coming in and you know, building up that connection with you. And there's this procession of people coming in and around you, and sometimes we feel like people are leaving us. And this is really important. This is why we call it a circle. We see people come in and we go out, come in and go out. But what you need to remember, Karen, please remember, is that they are circling you. They're going round in a circle, in a spiral, like a wheel within a reel, never ending or beginning in an ever spinning wheel. And I know I've broken into song, and I'll stop that now. But it's because they're not leaving you. They're just taking their turn and going round. And I know that you can feel off put, downbeat when people behave like that. Spirit do as well, but they're not leaving you. You are not being abandoned or left alone. It means that there are more people coming in to help you with your needs, your spiritual needs, your health needs, your mental health needs. Everybody needs a little bit of a puck up with the mental health. And I know that there is in particular, thank you, there is this lady stepping forward with you now, and I have to close that down. There's this lady stepping forward for you, and my God, I don't know whether she's showing what your experience, or whether she would have experienced this, or whether it's something you have in common. But there's this numbing brain ache. My head is pounding with her, and I'm feeling very hot with her. I'm feeling very unable to concentrate with her as she comes forward, just building up that image of how she would have been when she passed, before she passed. There's this pain in the head, and it's just on my temple here, and it's affecting my eyes. So I've got this lady coming forward with you on that score, but she's now just saying, "Look at me now," and she's just unleashed all of the burden. It's all just drifted off. It's washed away, and she's just standing here, very tall, very proud. I don't know how tall you are, but she's taller than you. I get the impression that she's having a laugh about the height. So I don't know whether there's a joke there. But this problem with the eye is still, that's my auntie. She passed last month and was absolute. Bless you, Karen. She's already saying, "Look at me now. I am fine. I am fine. I have had my healing." She's telling me off because I played with my hair and I've messed it up. So I know that the appearances would have been important, but not in a hoity-toity sort of way. You've got to look your best, look well turned out. There are situations when you can go in your, "Oh, and I'm seeing this really, really lovely chunky jumper and feeling all snuggly and comfortable." And then there's a time when you should appear professional and cordial. And you know, she was able to combine the two. This is the important message for you, because she is your butterfly maiden, bringing in the healing, bringing in the love, a combination of strength and order and organization with this wonderful, cuddly, soft, warm, uplifting feeling that she wants to bring through. So when I put your name in my healing book, Karen, I know that she will be overshadowing my hand with her own spirit pen, and she will be responsible for carrying on the healing. So I give you my love, I give you the butterfly maiden's love, and of course, I give you Auntie's love. Oh, bless you. I didn't mean to make you cry, darling. But with great love to you, Karen. God bless you, and I hope that was all right for you.
Oh, beautiful, Nick. That was absolutely beautiful. I could feel the energy. I could feel it.
Yeah. And I tell you what, for someone who's only been over the other side a month, she managed to take that away really, really quickly. So she's been paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely. We might have to start a page or something like this, Richard, where we get people to put down their names for a healing.
Ooh. Wow. Now that's a download and a half. So Richard has actually been working on that in answer to Glenda's question. A healing page and a remembrance page. He's working on that, and it's all 360-degree garden, and you know Richard doesn't do things by halves. Let's be honest. So
I'm just psychically tuning into what Richard's up to.
Exactly. So that's coming on SPTV's Family of Function. Oh, SPTV, the family of function. So Rebecca, I've put your name down along with Karen's. That's Rebecca Woodley. And can my friend, you know who, be on your healing list too, Nick? Of course. Yes, I do, Limo. And Teal Lightfoot just received a feather as we was talking about that. So Richard, Spirit have your back on this one.
Yes.
Right, well, we will make sure it is, because Richard did one before and it wasn't used. Well, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. We will make sure it is used and used and used and used and used.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course there is the SPTV magazine. I've done a couple of articles for it, but I'm slipped a bit behind. The editor-in-chief is the lovely, lovely, lovely Joanne. And that doesn't get used enough either. So if you've got ideas, articles, share your thoughts, pictures, you know, something for Karen to Kaza to showcase her pictures. There we go. The lovely Joanne Lewis.
Hi, Joe.
Good to see you, darling. She is the editor-in-chief of the SPTV online magazine. And so, you know, get your articles in. We are a community. And I think it's important that we make use of the functions and features. For example, one member of our family is the lovely Kate May and her gorgeous tarot scope. So, Glenda, what's the magic word?
Okay, everyone. How does it go? Roll 'em.
Roll 'em, Richard.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Kate May Modern Day Mystic. Your week ahead tarot readings for each zodiac sign. Okay, we've got a big week with lots and lots of things happening. We've got the full moon in Aquarius, we've got Venus retrograde, we've got Chiron retrograde, we've got Lion's Gate, we've got Mercury in Virgo. There's so much, so don't be surprised if you're feeling a little bit chaotic or if you're feeling a little bit heady and even unwell. It will pass, but let's see how your cards are going to support you for the week ahead. Okay, so Aries, we have the Page. No, we don't. We have the Knight of Cups, Aries. This card is going to give you some help and support. Now, if you're single, you might find that you meet somebody or someone comes along and shows a bit of an interest in you, especially emotionally. If you're with someone, that love could deepen and go to the next level. You could be looking at romantic situations there. On a general level, this card indicates that help is on its way, Aries. There is emotional bonds forming, there is emotional help, and things are taking shape now. There is action happening around emotional activities. Taurus, oh, another emotion card, Ace of Cups, Taurus. Love is in the air. Again, if you're single, you could meet someone you're going to fall in love with. If you're with someone, that emotion could get deeper. On a general vibe, again, that hand indicates there is going to be an offer on an emotional level, creative level, spiritual level coming your way. A great opportunity, fabulous potential, Taurus. Grab it. Gemini, the Strength card. You're going to need a little bit of strength this week, Geminis. Things might be a little bit difficult for you. You're an air sign and we've got that full moon in Aquarius in the air sign, so it could be a bit heady. Bite your tongue when you need to. Try not to throw your toys out the pram. Deal with situations in a calmful, tactful way. That would be the best way. Cancer. Stick to your guns. You could find you're battling things, Cancer, and that you've got to hold your own. Stick to what you believe in. Don't worry about people trying to push you off your pedestal. Be prepared for any eventuality, but stick to what you know and what you believe in. You're going to win this battle. Leo. Oh, the Sun, Leo, and it's your own card. Fabulous week, Leo. Why wouldn't it be? Even if it's not sunny. This card indicates happy news, happy family news, fun, joy, emotional contentment, things to look forward to. There could be some baby news or just happy family news. It's a yes card, go for it. Let your hair down and have some fun, Leo. Virgo. Now it's busy for you, Virgos. Everything could be dashing around, including yourself. There could be opportunities coming in, 10 to a dozen. Grab these because as quick as they come in, they could also go. While everything feels like it's up in the air, Virgo, it will all fall into place. Travel plans could be likely as well, maybe last minute ones. Libra, 10 of Swords, the end of karmic situations, the end of difficult time. This is huge for you, Libra. This will indicate closure, almost like make or break in situations around you, but a difficult time that's coming to an end. You'll need to accept things now. You'll need to accept things, draw a line and open new doors, but you've got to close those ones first. Scorpio, sneaky card. Who's been a bit sneaky? Is it you? Sometimes you've all got to be a bit sneaky. Maybe you're treading on eggshells. Maybe you're having to watch your back a little bit. Maybe it's someone that you're aware of. But this card says don't cut any corners. Don't do anything that you shouldn't do. Try to be straight and think on the straight and narrow. Sagittarius. Could be feeling a bit frustrated this week, Saggies. It's time to think outside the box. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't let things get the better of you, especially your mind. You could end up getting yourself in a right pickle if you really believe anything negative that's going on. Capricorn. Chariot, lost my words. My favourite card, overcoming obstacles, Capricorn, becoming more focused now. Somebody could be coming back into your life, back home. Things are getting organised, where you could have lost distraction over the last couple of days, weeks, even now you're feeling a bit more on it and you have control again. Aquarius. New ideas. We have the full moon in Aquarius. New ideas, go for it. If you've been thinking about doing something, yes, this is it. If you want opportunities, yes, this is it. There's going to be a little bit of an extra energy burst for you, Aquarians, and new exciting things coming up. And Pisces, the world, a whole new opportunity is coming around you, Pisces. Loose ends are being tied up, things are coming full circle, and now you're ready more than ever to step into a whole new chapter. You've learnt your lessons, and you're going to take some of those with you, but you're not going to take the past with you. There is maybe travel, but there is literally a whole new chapter. End of a cycle's happened, and you're ready to embrace the new. If you want to see more, see my website, www.katemay.co.uk.
We are back, and thank you to the lovely Kate May. I happen to know that her reading for Scorpio this week is quite pertinent. Thank you, darling. And of course, you can find out more about Kate May if you follow the links that were provided. And of course, she's got that wonderful coffee shop as well, which is always worth a sit down and read and buy things. Definitely buy things. And of course, this week, it's this weekend. We were talking earlier about the event for Ashley Robinson. It's this weekend, so keep an eye out. Stay tuned. There it is again. Meet your guides with Ashley Robinson. And Ashley will tune into a recipient who's watching and get their guide. And Richard's going to use his creative tools to actually generate an image, which is excellent. You know, I've seen Richard do this when we were talking about we did a something similar, but on a different style before. Those images are good. In actual fact, I've got to tell you, the cover photo on my Facebook page is the image that Richard created. Based on the guided meditation that I took everyone through at the beginning. I loved it so much. It wasn't wide enough, so I did have a little bit of a tweak in Photoshop just so that it was wide enough. But it is at its core. I just added a bit of forest either side. Gorgeous images. I know. I'm getting in trouble.
Richard's rousing at Nick for tampering.
I know. But I just wanted to be able to showcase it, so I put it as a cover photo, you see. But the work that he does through that equipment is absolutely gorgeous. And to actually have a discussion about your guides, for Ashley to link in with your guides and help identify them, and that is open for everybody. It's not a VIP event. Take my teeth out, wash them, put them back in, please. It is an all event rather than a VIP one. But I tell you what, VIPs, especially the VIPs on YouTube, let us know that you are there and listening so that we can give you a reading, because we're going to carry on giving out readings and discussing your comments and discussing. I really am losing the will to speak. I cannot talk to. I know
he can't talk.
I've got
Someone's
someone coming
through.
through me. So there has been a crash on YouTube. It is to do with YouTube. It's nothing to do with SPTV, but obviously it's making life a little bit difficult. So what I just said obviously might not be possible.
Who's VIP on Facebook? Who's VIP?
From
Anyway,
VIPs from anywhere. VIPs from anywhere. Let us know that you're a VIP. And then everyone else get sharing. We've only had 25 shares. We're not even halfway to our record last week. So, you know, YouTube is now back up. So welcome back, YouTube. Hello. If you missed us, if you're a VIP, the video feeds not to do with us. We're doing our best, you know, and our best is good. It's just their technology that's mumboed. So yeah, VIPs, let us know, and then everyone else, please share, please. If you share and let us know you share, you'll be in line for a reading as well. But VIPs,
Stay Sure VIP. Stay Sure VIP. I'm with Stace.
you're with. Oh, that was quick. There you go.
First one off the rack. I've seen Stace up there. Hello, beautiful Stace. Welcome tonight. Thank you for holding space. I have a card for you here. Can you see that? It's the light. That's better. Discernment. Discernment. I feel as though that you've been going through a bit of emotional healing, emotional stuff. It's almost like I feel like I need to really step away from a few places or a few things that are going on. It's almost like be discerning on who you are inviting in, who you're inviting into your energy, who you're sharing your energy with, who you're giving your energy to. I'm feeling as though I hear it, I see it, I'll let it go. That's what I want to say. Let it go. I feel like there's so much going on for you. A lot of things opening up. They're showing me this opening up, and I feel as though that you need to just let go what doesn't sit with you. Let go of the negative comments, because I'm hearing comments here, comments there, and I know sometimes we can fall into that negativity. Definitely been through that lately. Spot on, absolutely. And it's almost like tap into your intuition. Do I need to work with this person? Do I need to move on from this person? You are very generous in what you give, Stace. Your time and your energy and your gifts and your intuition is like boom. But I want you to really focus in on what you're allowing in. What is feeding your soul and what isn't feeding your soul? I also see you at a crossroads. It's almost like I'm stuck in deciding. There's a choice coming up for you. Do I go left? Do I go right? You're stuck in the middle. Which choice do I make? Trust your intuition. Go within. What makes you happy? Which one is going to, it's almost like one's going to take you here and one's going to take you there. So starting to clear out the rubbish as I haven't got the energy for it anymore. Absolutely. I do see a lot of things opening up for you. Just be very discerning on which path you choose. Can I say, how do I say this with being quite tactful? There is a lot of takers out there and you don't receive what you give. So if you can understand that message, and I think that you can on a intuitive level, be very discerning on your energy. So take that with a lot of love and go into your heart and just send it off with love is what I want to say for that. There's no winners here. No one wins. We're all the same. There's no competition. That's the problem here. So I send you lots of love, Stace. And I hope you can take that message.
Oh, it looks like it. Definitely. Yes, absolutely. Wonderful. Completely. Certainly from Stace's comments. It's always excellent to get that confirmation, isn't it?
It is because we as healers, as mediums, as readers, we give so much of ourselves, and a lot of the time it's not reciprocated. It's not. And yes, exactly that a lot of people are taking and not giving back. So setting my boundaries and saying no, absolutely, boundaries. boundaries and clearing out what you don't need anymore. You're evolving. Where you were a month ago is not where you are anymore. You've stepped up, you're stepping up, and you are just, it's almost like I'm releasing the old and bringing in the new. So where there's no more room for that, you want room for the new to come in. So absolutely, Stace, you're on point.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Stace says, thank you, Glenda. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Well, let's see who else is out there. VIP saying hello. And Wendy Payne has reclaimed her VIP status. Excellent. Well done, Wendy. Brilliant. Kelly is a VIP. Dawny is a VIP. Carol is a VIP and has shared. And Nicola, really choppy here. I am a VIP. Nicola, can I come to you? There's a word that Glenda uses when she's working, and I love it. I really, really do. And the irony is the card that I have just pulled for you, Nicola, is Nemetona, sacred space. Sacred space, and now she knows which term I was referring to, holding space. And this is a sacred space, and this card is all about creating a place of comfort, creating a place of connection to the world of spirit, to the divine, but don't forget yourself. This is where people tend to get mixed up about that connection, because you are a part of it all too. And as I link in with you, and I link in with this card, and I find out who is hanging around. Oh, hello, yeah. It's the gentleman with the dodgy teeth coming forward. So watch out for him. He'll be coming forward in a second. But as I pull this card for you and look to work with you, Nicola, there's so much going around you. There's so much going on around you at the moment that can be either, you know, really, really positive or just downright distracting, if the truth be told. It's almost like I'm seeing you just looking off and a bit like, okay. No. I don't know what that means. If you tell me if I'm completely wrong, just say, Nick, you're rubbish. I'll understand. We'll do. I think. Thank you, Nick. I'll give some feedback. Thank you. So it's almost like there's all this going on around you. It's this look that I'm seeing with you. This drifting, and it can be good, it can be bad, it can be all over the place. But what you need to do is focus on that self first and foremost. You can't worry about everything else until you've dealt with yourself. And that includes when everyone around you, and especially when everyone around us, and this is what I'm feeling with you, all that stuff. You've got to remember that when you create a place of power to connect with the divine, it's about you and your connection. One of my favorite phrases in this way of life is, it's not my job to tell you what God is, but to help you find the relationship you have with it. And it's the same. It's all about working together with you and yourself and finding your sacred space. And so when it comes to this gentleman, thank you. He was making fun of my teeth and making use of that, because it's almost like people are tripping you up with your words at the moment and trying to use your words against you. And he doesn't want that. There's this really, really, I feel quite formal with this gentleman because of the way I'm sitting. It's almost like I've suddenly become the storyteller or the narrator in a play. I'm sitting here very comfortably and formal, very relaxed, but also very subtle in my tones, I'm certainly a lot calmer than I normally am with this gentleman coming forward. You know, he's subdued my loudness, which means he's a very subtle person. I wouldn't say that he was always completely calm, but this gentleman is very, very straight-faced, very formal. There would have been humour because he was taking the mick out of my chipped tooth. But once again, it's that serenity that comes forward. That I get the feeling that there are things about him that were not always useful on a personal level. But that level of calmness and being able to block out the noise is useful with him. And there is an interest in, I've got to say this the way it comes through, there's an interest with old things. What that means, I don't know, but I have to just give it to you. But anyway, what I have to tell you is, you know, don't be distracted, get your focus, but then you will be able to make use of it all. And do indeed remember yourself. And so I'll say God bless and hope that was all right, Nicola. And I look forward to your feedback later. And I'll say God bless.
Beautiful. I love that message, Nick. And I think a lot of us can take not getting pulled into it.
Yeah.
Not getting caught into it, not commenting. It's almost like I need to rise above.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So roll on, Richard.
Oh, we're creeping up. We're up to 36. Keep going, everybody. Share.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got your own little group pages, like for instance, I've got like the church page, the ISA page, and a couple of other ones that I'm sitting on as admin. You know, share to them as well. You can share more than once. You can share to feed,
right.
Share to group.
I couldn't share to my page. I left my phone out there. So I'm relying on everybody else to share.
Absolutely. Oh.
Here's one. Oh, should I do that one? Nicola, go back to, is it Nicola or Nicola?
Nicola.
Nicola Hender. Oh, always get excited and it's never me. Well, it is now. It's you, Nicola Hender. All right, it's you. Okay, let me see. What card? Oh, okay, let's go with Alice. Billy Alice. Alice, here we go. Let's see what Alice has got to say. What was that? Who is Alice? Oh, okay. Richard's singing to me in
Richard's
my
serenading Glenda now.
Hey, it's usually Claire that sings on SPTV. Now we've got Richard. Ooh, okay.
5 years. Wow.
Oh, anniversary. Wow. Whose anniversary? SPTV's anniversary, is it?
August the 16th when it first live. So
wow.
We'll have to verify the date with Richard and have a little bit of an online party.
Yes, I think so. Okay. I've got the no nonsense. So I think it's time for you to put your foot down and state what you won't put up with and what you will. This seems to be the theme at the moment. This is 3 in a row we've got. Yeah. Nicola, I feel like there's going to be a time where you need to stand in your power, stand in your truth. And I get that there's something is not working for you. I'm picking up maybe more of a work situation, being taken advantage of, not hearing you. There's something about you having to speak up, clearing out that throat chakra and speaking your mind, speaking what your thoughts are. Someone's taking advantage of you, and it's not sitting right with you. Something is not feeling good in your heart, and I feel as if I need to encourage you to stand your ground here. There's a situation that is going to unfold, and you need to really ground yourself and really take a deep breath, put your big girl pants on, and stand in your power. Set your course. Have a plan of where you want to go, because I feel like there's a change coming up for you and a new direction. You choosing a new direction to go in. What hasn't worked for you, it's time to make the change for you to move in the direction that it is going to work for you. You've got a big heart. You've got a heart of gold. You're always giving to other people. It's time for you to take that back. It's about you nurturing yourself, nurturing your soul, getting out in nature, your feet on the ground, doing a lot of grounding, getting around. I'm seeing water nearby, you standing in the water, putting your feet in there. It's almost like that, what we talked about last week, under the shower, just letting go of that negativity of the day. Don't take that into the household. Where you've been, leave that there. Don't take it back home with you, because I feel like there's a lot of external stuff going on, and you need to just put a boundary up. I'm not going to put up with this stuff anymore. Does that make any sense to you, Nicola? Could you let me know? I'm also feeling there's a lady stepping forward here. I get a nan or a grandmother in the spirit world. She comes on in because she's just straight away making reference to my necklace, and I feel as though she would have liked it. She wore necklaces in her day. She dressed quite smartly as she comes in. I'm seeing a shawl around her, and I'm feeling as though necklace earrings match with her. If you can understand Nan coming through, she took a lot of pride in it. It does indeed, perfect. She took a lot of pride in the way that she looked, the way that she conducted herself, and this coming through, it's her wanting to instill that into you as well. Don't, again, what I was saying, don't bring yourself down to their line. Hold yourself high. Do not fall to their standards. You are I feel like as though you dress nicely, because Nan's coming through saying, look at me, hold yourself high. Where you present yourself, you need to hold yourself there as well. And I'm seeing either someone's been unwell with a cold or something, because Nan's coming through, or this lady that in spirit's coming through, and she's giving me a cup of tea, and she's giving me the honey in the tea, and she's wanting to soothe someone's throat. So someone has been unwell, either with a cold or a flu or something going on in the family. I also feel John, whether there's a John here or in the spirit world, I'm hearing the name John. I'm hearing also August as significance. August, where I go next tomorrow here in Australia will be in August. I feel like August is significant for you, and I also feel January is significant for you as well. But I feel Nan wants to empower you. She wants to hold you up, stand your ground, and move forward with your head held high is what she wants to say. So if you can take that message on, I'd love to know if it is Nan, because I feel like there's an older lady here. Is that validation there? I'm not really sure. I missed some of that. No feedback. Okay. Not getting the feedback. Guys, just give us some feedback if we're giving you a reading. It really helps with the connection. So I'm going to leave that with you, whether you see this message now or you see it on a replay. I just want to encourage you to keep moving forward, my love. And big kisses for you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Maybe my nan or mother would always rather be overdressed than underdressed. So yeah, there you go. Fabulous.
Perfect.
Thanks, Nicola. Excellent. Wonderful. So did we say it certainly is that time of day again.
Really?
I'm gonna oh no, we're not finished, don't worry.
Oh.
We've still got ages, don't worry about that. It's time for something a little bit different, because at the moment we need to let people know what's going on today in SPTV land and what's coming up. with a few adverts. So it's my turn. Richard, roll VT.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents a wonderful evening of mediumship and trance. Our evening is hosted by Nick Brown with guests Bill Hughes, Glenda-Marie, David Hale, and Minty May. Our exciting event is being held at the Littleport Village Hall, which is in Ely. The date for our magical showcase is Saturday the 9th of September. The price is only £10, which includes refreshments. For ticket information, please visit myspiritualevents.com.
Are you planning a paid spiritual event, or looking for something to do this weekend? Then visit myspiritualevents.com. You can browse the listing, view the event details, watch a YouTube clip, look at a mini gallery, select dates and times, pay for tickets using PayPal or your debit card. Organizers can register for free and start selling tickets within minutes, be it for their online or in-person spiritual event. As an organizer, you will have access to your own admin dashboard, which will display information such as your income and your bookings, all in a simple and user-friendly display. It's free to use. Join and upgrade to an organizer. Come and visit us at myspiritualevents.com.
Join Minty May live tonight from 8 p.m, offering tarot and mediumship readings to our viewers. Tomorrow from 6 p.m, SPTV Community Showcase offers our viewers the opportunity to have their own show, be it readings, their own thoughts and opinions, etc.
And we are back. Welcome back from the advert break there. The things that go on behind the scenes during the advert break there. Oh, that's
Nick,
tiny.
you're like the Flash Gordon. You're just like boom, boom, in and out.
I literally put my earphones back on just as I said 3, 2, 1. It was like, I'm here, hello. You know, the decorum's gone. You know.
I have to say thank you to Nicola. The feed has been really, really slow, so thank you for the feedback. And we're going to do some more readings, I feel.
We certainly are, because I've already picked the next card and I've already got the link coming through. That's why I had to dash. More will be revealed in the description of whoever it is that's coming through. So keep sharing, everyone. Keep sharing the love. Right, back now.
That looked dodgy, Nick. Kerry Louise said it looked really dodgy.
Oh dear. And yes, don't forget to tune in at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening for the showcase. Irene Renshaw will be on the showcase. Good friend of mine there. I love Irene. It is Stacey's mum and Reverend Irene Renshaw, in actual fact. Member of the ISA. So lovely there. Lovely. Look forward to that. Well, friends, let's go through the list of the names and see who it is that I'm linking to. I'm back now, sort of. Deborah Long says, I've been a VIP for a few months now, and it's a great channel to support. Well, I'll tell you what, for that, you get yourself you get yourself a reading.
Just like that.
You know what? The person that's coming through, I've got to tell you, is absolutely chaotic. You know, and that is, you know, part of the personality that I felt building up. But the card that you're going to love this, Glenda. The theme continues. It's Ishtar, boundaries.
What is going on tonight or this morning?
I know, same difference for it is tonight and this morning. So Deborah Long, if you're still there, please let us know. Keep her. And we are offering readings to everyone, not just VIPs. So do keep sharing and commenting so that when the feed comes down, we see your name, because that's how we pick you. And this card I picked for you relates to you. but was given to me by this person who's coming. And I'm really, really, oh, bless you. Deborah Long says beautiful. It is a gorgeous card, actually. And it's all about loving yourself enough to say no to those that demand your time and energy, because you are a very giving, a very generous person, and you do wonder. Oh, thank you. You do give your time and your energy to people, and you do it not for the sake of getting any feedback, not getting anything back in return. But do you know what? Sometimes I can see you being so frustrated by those that use that part of you, use those behaviors to their own advantage. I've got this lady stepping forward with me. Now I know that she would have had numerous conditions that she would have probably, for the most part, tried to keep quiet and discreet. I do know that this lady, as I said, was a little bit chaotic, because I'm feeling very all over the place, not in a negative way, but just very rushed, very busy, dropping things. I do know that towards the end of her life, she was dropping things an awful lot. And I do see the word Nana. So I do feel a grandmotherly feeling with this lady coming forward. And she would be the first one to let you know not to let people take advantage of you, and setting your boundaries. With her, I see a love of really intricate fabric. I don't know whether this would have been a hobby or the clothes that she wear, but I can see the stitching and the embroidery and the wonder. So there would be a memory link to do with stitching and embroidery, and the texture of it being a memory link. And I see this lady bombing through here. She came blasting through as soon as I picked this card up for you. And also, I'm feeling a funny sensation on the side of my face. Thank you, Deborah says, definitely. I'm feeling this funny sensation on the side of my face as well. So I don't know whether that would have been a stroke or an injury. And I know Glenda said earlier on about the earrings, but I actually feel something cold on my neck with her. So I don't know whether that would have been a long metal earring or with a... Hang on. Oh, she really did know how to put people in the place, though. She says, well, stop saying don't know and ask me then. And so there was a firmness about her. And what I'm actually getting is this stroking on the neck for some reason, whether she did it to you or you did it to her. But there's this stroking on the neck as being, maybe that's something you've been feeling lately. That would then be her letting you know she is there. But the most important thing is making sure you are not setting yourself apart with these boundaries, because you do need to have your own time. There's a difference between having boundaries that exclude and having boundaries that protect. And you always get worried about them being the wrong ones. You're not setting yourself apart from people. Right, okay, not sure who this is. Let's find out who this lady is. I get this grandmotherly. Oh, hang on. No, I hadn't got my glasses on. I could see the Nama behind Glenda. I thought it was Nana. I hadn't got my glasses properly on. So Nama as in Namaste, which is all so an interest in this kind of way of life, an interest. See, there's the S. There's the S. I also have with it, thank you, the name Alice springs to mind. And I've got to give you, she's kind of that grandmotherly feeling, doesn't necessarily have to be, and that's where I got confused because I saw the name and felt the feeling with her. She would have been someone who took ownership of you and protected and oversaw you in that kind of fashion, whether it was a relative or not. You know what they say about family and friends. You can choose one, you can't the other. She would have definitely been someone you chose to be around with. And I keep going back to this brushing on the neck. Or maybe you're going to watch the show on Saturday with Ashley Robinson and find out that she's your guide. I don't know. But I have to give you the name Alice and this stroking on the neck with her. So I hope you can place her. But it's all about making sure you do not overburden yourself and burn yourself out. But she's very much interested in you. You've been shopping lately. I can see you. I can see you looking in a mirror, trying something on. So I don't know whether you've been and treat yourself or whether there's an event coming up. But she was stood behind you, looking in the mirror, saying, "Oh yes, definitely." And it goes back to her love of fabric. So I hope you can understand that, Deborah. And I'll say God bless and hope that was all right for you. Oh, wow.
We've got some special people watching tonight. Tonight. You're good this morning, your end.
Yeah. Emily and Sophie from me, from Glenda. Hello and good morning. And of course,
it's from Richard. Richard sending out some big hellos.
Yeah. Big hello from Richard, from Glenda, and from me. Watching with Terry Louise, good to see you.
And I can see these little ones jumping up and down saying, "This is him."
Waving back, I'm waving back. Hello, hello. It's good to see.
We're here.
Thank you for watching. So they're a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. So all of our naughty behaviour, we've just been told, has got to cease. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's impossible. So does anybody draw out to you while I remind everyone to share, and share?
Can I do a non-VIP next? Yep. Any Aussies still left? Is there any Aussies still left?
So is there anyone in Australia still awake watching? Oh, they are both waving. Hello. Hello, Nick, Glenda.
Oh,
and
look.
Lots of love from Sophie and Emily. Oh, hello, Sophie and Emily. Oh,
Terry, I know you're sitting there going, settle down, kids. God bless. Oh.
Julie's looking forward to the show on Friday.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Joanne Lee, hi from UK, just found you both. Awesome.
Well found. Welcome.
Yeah, Julie Deacon. I'm looking for an Australian flag. Any Aussies out there? Put a flag up. Okay, share. Mary Greenlaw shared, love a message. Rebecca Woodley. Let's put one out for it. Absolutely. Mary, I've never done VIP on YouTube. Ma, okay. Okay, let's go. What are we going to do? Lauren Withers. Let's go back to Lauren Withers. Yeah, let's go back to Lauren Withers.
Nice pictures.
Oh, bless. Look at that little bubba in the photo. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so a card for Lauren. Lauren. Why do I feel like I have a mum or a nana, or I feel like a female stepping forward here straight away, wanting to jump on in and say hello? I feel like there's a mum stepping forward. What I've got here is awaiting results. I feel like Lauren's waiting for some results. There's something going on, but I kind of get, I'm waiting for results. I'm waiting for an answer. And I don't feel that you'll be waiting very long. Within 7 days is what I get, that the answers will come forward. Scratching my head here. Lauren's going, what do I do here? What do I do? She's saying, where do I go from here if this is a yes? I get drawn to the house as well. I get drawn to multiple things with Lauren. I get drawn to the house. I feel like there's some renovations going on in the house. The lady that's stepping forward here, if it's not mum, would you understand an aunt, but on mum's side? There's, I feel like there was a cancer involved that took this lady to spirit. There was, she was unwell. I'm getting also either a breast cancer related to someone in the family here. There's a bit of a mixed. There's a few people in spirit, if you'd understand that, Lauren, and they all kind of come rushing. They've all come to the gate. They've gone, let me out. I want to talk. So there's an aunt that wants to say hello. She wants to come butting in at the moment. I'm also being shown a big property out on, whether this was land or whether this was a farm or whether you live on big property, because I'm seeing property. I'm getting the house. I'm getting renovations. I'm wanting to do things to the house, if you'd understand that, but there's something holding me back, whether that is the finances being approved or wanting to purchase a house. There's something around a house that I'm picking up.
She has to move.
She has to move. Okay, perfect. My ex-partner's nan had cancer. Okay. And I'm feeling like we're waiting for the answer to where I'm going. If I see 2 over, so whether that is 2 suburbs over, I don't feel it's very far that you're going to move from where you are. This lady that's coming through wants to say thank you. You either brought her food, because I see you taking something up to her, or taking something. I'm seeing a bunch of flowers, but I'm also seeing chockies or something like this. I'm wanting to say thank you for coming to visit. Thank you for being the person that you are. She says you're a standalone, if you understand those words. You did something for her that other people didn't do. She's also wanting to recognise there's a little boy, in the family she's wanting to reach out and acknowledge. I'm also getting the number 11 with her, which is November. So whether you have a birthday, passing, anniversary coming up in November, be patient. Just simple as that. She's just gone, be patient, love, be patient. Keep focusing on what's coming forward for you. You'll get what you need. You'll have enough money, because I'm seeing that we're trying to get the money together. And I'm seeing water as well. So whether you are moving to if you're not living near the water right now, you are moving near the water, because I'm seeing this. She's showing me the water. Something to do with water. I'm seeing something to do with the ocean or the boats or something like this. And she's also saying, I take my hat off to you, because you walked away from something that was really hard to walk away from. You can't go back to yesterday. Keep focusing on moving forward. It's a bit of a script. She's wanting to say a bit of everything. She's wanting to touch on everything. It's almost like I can't say as much as I can right now because my words aren't quick enough, because she's constantly giving it to me. I'm waiting for an important document for my son. Okay, so she saw her 2 great grandchildren before she passed. This is what she's talking about. She's saying, be patient, can't go back to the past, keep focusing on the future. She really holds you dear to her heart. And the kids, she loves the kids. She was she was family orientated. Family meant a lot, and family mean a lot to you. It's almost like I want to bring them all close. I want to love them. It's going to be okay. She's wanting to say it's going to be okay. Just hold each other tight. It's going to be okay. You're not meant to understand what is happening right now. You just have to know that it will all make sense later. If you can understand that message from her, that's the way she's kind of given it to me. Everything feels like it's in a bit of a, with the ocean comes and I'm seeing the tide, and it's almost like I'm being thrown in this wave, and I don't understand what is going on. There's too much going on. But just be patient. It will all settle down soon, love, is what she's giving me. It might feel like a bit of turbulence right now, but it'll settle. So take that message with love, Lauren. Just be kind to yourself. You're doing the best that you can, and it will all work out for you. I'm feeling very positive in that. So absolutely. Big love.
Brilliant. Beautiful message. Beautiful message. I hope you enjoyed and gained from that, Lauren. I'm sure you will. And keep fighting the good fight. Definitely. Definitely. Beautiful. She used to sit with them when she passed in their room. Thank you. Oh, bless you, Lauren.
Yeah. And that's what I kind of feel like Lauren took something up, chocolates or something like that, but it wasn't just for her. It was almost like, okay, when we as mothers were taking up treats or, chockies, and it's mainly for the kids, to kind of keep them quiet, to keep them entertained. And it's, she's given me that you did take things up, but it wasn't necessarily for her. It was almost just to keep the kids well behaved, just sit there and be good kids. It's kind of to keep the calm. Yeah.
Brilliant. Bless you. Wow. Well, let's see who else is out there after a reading, shall we then? My turn again. Keep sharing, and letting the world know that SPTV is here. We're on 50. We've only got 5 to go to break last week's final result. So keep going.
Close.
Keep going. We're nearly there. And thank you all, everyone who has shared. And yes, I agree. Kelly says they have been lovely messages. Mar says so sweet. Absolutely. Judy says what a lovely message. You know what I find the best, and I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying it until the cows come home and till I've been home for an hour and a half. What I love about SPTV is the support and the love and the compassion within SPTV as a family. Nicholas says, Glenda, you're 100% spot on. I'm just going along with a lot. It's easier. I need for my sanity. Thank you, Nick and Glenda. Bless you. Right, let's see. The names are rolling past for those that are still here, and I'm feeling and Bev Ridley is on with us, and Amanda Banks is with us. Elizabeth Eldridge Munn is with us. Kiri Turo is with us. I hope I got your name right. If I didn't, just slap me. Elizabeth Costello just joined on YouTube, shared 3 times. Has Spirit got a message? We will see, because I'm coming to you, Elizabeth. I don't know what the message is about, and I can't be too specific on what they're going to talk about because they haven't told me yet. However, having said that, I'm going to give you Pele, and I'm not talking about the footballer. That would be nice though. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What are your heart's true desires is the message of this card. The thing about having specific questions is that sometimes they will answer it, sometimes they don't. I can only give what I get. If I try and answer questions, I'll always do my best if that information comes through, and I'll ask. But there's this element of forcing things, and that's what this card is all about. It's about chaos and difficulty and pain and frustration that comes with being human. But there's one thing that you must understand about that particular analogy of a volcano going off, is that not only does it remove, not only does it cover up, not only does it burn, it also creates in the end. And this is very much what I'm getting for you, that there is an element of chaos and destruction going on. I know you've asked about a crash. I don't know whether this is part of it, but all I see is the growth after, when the dust settles, about new paths, new lands being created out before you. But there is this having to deal with what it is that you truly want in life. And being honest about it. Now, one person who would have been very, very adamant about being honest is this gentleman who stepped forward. He's kind of keeping a little bit of a, oh, bless you. You were in a crash with a lorry last week. Well, bless your heart. Well, there's this gentleman coming forward, and I don't know what the connection is with him, because he's very unemotional. Is the only way I can describe it. He's very formal, very straight-faced. Wasn't always the most feeling of gentlemen. Occasionally a little bit coarse, not coarse, no, sorry, a little bit blunt with his answers and responses, because I'm asking him things and he's, well, you know, there you go, tough. And, you know, so I'm like, will you do this way? No. Will you do that? No. So he was very set in his ways and very, very formal in his attitude. But I do know that there was I'm feeling chest pains. I was originally, when it was coming through, going to say a heart attack, but I suddenly realized that I'm not a Vulcan and the heart's on a different side. So it's this compression here in my chest, and it's not to do with the heart. Thank you. So that would be the father. So you would understand that there was this emotional separation with him. But he would be the first person to sit there and tell you about being honest and being true to yourself, even though sometimes he probably struggled with that himself. That means that he's able to see the need for that because of the things that he couldn't do. And I know that there's still a lot going on and a lot of chaos going on, but you're still in the throes of the break it down stage. And that's why it feels so chaotic, this break it down stage. But, you know, the reason a volcano goes off is because pressure is building and building and building and building and building. And literally it's earth shattering when it goes off. And he's just laughed and said, that kind of describes you. That is the way you are, that you hold it in and hold it in and then boom. But do remember that too straight, there's nothing wrong with being too honest and too straight, you know. All right, yeah, there's that element about other people's feelings, but at least you're honest. There's a thank you. He's reminding me of a saying, and I think this is a message from him to you. With you, I always know where I stand. And do you know what? That can actually mean a lot. I don't know whether it's him to you or you to him, but it's that feeling of at least you always know where you stand. I got a thing today about people not being able to see very clearly. I don't know whether this is emotionally, physically, or literally with his coming through, but it's just like, can't see it clearly. So I think that might be a message for you relating to the being honest with yourself, about what you want. You're honest with everyone else. You've just fallen. Thank you. He was very good at tricking people, I tell you, catching you out and reeling you in. And he's been reeling you in. He's yes, I'm too honest and straight with everyone else, but not yourself. And he's just pulled this face, and I'm like, that's not very nice. It's your daughter. It's just, she'll get it. And it's like, you know, be honest with yourself, more so than others. But he's just got this. I notice on your picture you've got this lovely, warm, subtle smile, and he's just saying, "That's me. That's me. That's my smile." On my spiritual path for 25 years, no one in the family the same. Yeah. She's dancing on her own. He just said, look at the picture. She is dancing on her own. But she's still enjoying it. She's got a flower in her hair. Actually, there's a memory, there's a photo of you with a picture of, there's a photo of you with a flower in your hair somewhere around about here. Might be. But yeah, Richard's just said that, based on what I've just said, Luther Vandross dancing with my father, as I said about the flower in your hair. So Richard, we'll get him on screen doing a message one day. What? Oh, there it was. There was the throwback. But she's still happy. Oh, there's 14 of you in the family. Oh, bless you. I'm descended from people in a big family, but we've got a very, very close, small family. So but I can understand that extension in huge families. But you're still dancing, and this is what you keep forgetting. You might feel on your own, but you are still dancing. And yeah, another song pops into my mind, the Scissor Sisters, Don't Feel Like Dancing. I know there are times you don't feel like dancing, but you know what? At least you're true to yourself, and at least everyone knows where they stand. But it is time to let it out. Obviously be subtle about these things, but it's that growth period that I want to focus on, because the new paths opening up. That is the reminder. Thank you. We get preoccupied with the explosion. We get preoccupied with the destruction, because that is the thing that every you always believe without seeing. I get you. We always focus on the destruction. We always focus on the chaos, and forget that this does create new paths and new lands. So find your path, find your new land, and keep bold and keep dancing. And Dad just thank you. Dad just stood here, and I feel the glass would have been smaller, but he went, "Here's to you," because obviously he now knows you're right. And I'll say God bless you, because he snuck that one in quick. I'll say God bless you, and hope that was all right for you, darling. And thank you for shouting out. But there we are.
Beautiful. Well done, Nick. Well done.
Bless you. I hope that was all right for you, Elizabeth. And I hope everyone has been having a beautiful, beautiful day. I cannot wait to work with you in 1 month and 9 days. And Kim is from Belgium. Hello, Kim Diaz from Belgium. Welcome to the show. I can't wait to meet with Richard, with yourself, with David, with Minty, with Bill, and everyone who's already bought their tickets. Thank you. Keep it going. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and don't forget to join. What?
What was that, Kaza? What have you written on there? I'll let you read that out.
I'm with you. Yeah, being on the screen. Yeah. So 5 years ago, Richard was on the screen. So it's not so much his message virginity. It's now we can say it. Now we know what it means. There is a saying that springs to mind that I really can't share, but needless to say, it's not going to be said. But more, he's taken more of a backseat view, and steers from behind with the reins nice and firm. That's much better than what was in my head. But no, I'm really looking forward to. That one was really difficult to get through. I'll be having words with you guys. Thank you. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. Don't forget that there is so much going on in SPTV coming up tonight, tomorrow. Be here, be square. What is tonight? Minty. Sorry, I was having a break. During that break, I forgot to take notes because I was busy doing something else.
Minty May's on after us.
Our lovely Minty May is on tonight, so do join SPTV for him. You've got Irene Renshaw on the showcase tomorrow. And Wendy Payne says, Richard is a very handsome man. Nolene Parker is here from North Queensland.
Hey, Nolene.
John Holmes is in York, the original and best York, that is. But
imagine if every one of our viewers came, how awesome would that be?
we wouldn't have enough space in the hall. I will say we can fit a fair few people in the hall, but we are limited on numbers because of obviously the fire regulations and the size of the hall. But it would be awesome if as many people that can did. If it could be a sellout, that would be great.
Wouldn't it be? It'd be awesome to meet everybody.
It would be. And we are raising funds for Little Port Christian Spiritualist, the church that makes use of that hall. I've just been very kindly reminded we've been talking about healing today, and I did ask to be reminded. So one of the members of our church, in actual fact, a very senior member of the Independent Spiritualists Alliance, Reverend Alan Sutton, is very poorly at the moment. He is improving with the healing being sent, but could I ask the SPTV family to send healing to Reverend Alan Sutton? Keep him in your thoughts and prayers, stick him in your healing books, send your love and thoughts out whenever you do that. He is a member of the Advisory Council of the Independent Spiritualist Alliance and also my mate. And he's been in a bit rough lately, bless him, but he's starting to mend, so let's keep the momentum going. Absolutely. Thank you for the reminder, Mark. That's what she's here for. That's why I do this. That's why I do this here, so she keeps me in check. But yes, Stace Shaw says an SPTV weekend in Ely. Absolutely, yes. And there will be a spiritual weekend retreat being organised next year for SPTV as well, which is exciting. And then, of course, you're going up to Bonnie, Scotland after you're finished with Little Port.
I am. Lovely Kazza and I will be going on a road trip. Look out, Scotland.
Here she comes. Oh,
it'll be so amazing. I can't wait.
Definitely. I'm really, really excited about seeing it again. Yes, that's a good point. Richard's just saying, you know, you're going to be in the middle, then you're going up north. You've got to go down to the Bahamas of the UK, the south coast.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to fit it all in. I'm going to have to come back next year.
Oh.
Next year. Richard's saying, don't worry about Scotland. I don't know if Kazzo thinks a lot in that line.
No. Well, you know what they say. Absolutely. Scotland is my spiritual home as well, and as well as my
beautiful
genealogical home. But yeah, I mean, that is absolutely true. If you can't fit it all in one go, do it again. So, you know, South Coast next year.
Yes, yeah, that's it. I'll just have to manifest. I'm really good at that. manifest.
Absolutely.
Richard's already planning.
I'm gonna say. There we go. So he's had enough of us, so we're going to go now.
Yeah, he wants us off.
He wants us off. And thank you to Deborah Kroll for sending the healing. Friends, it's been an absolute pleasure holding space with you all here today. In deference to my good friend Glenda, I have to use that phrase. Glenda, pleasure as always.
Yes, and with you, Nick, and with everybody on SPTV, I love you all, and I love Richard so much.
Oh yes, our Richard, a big. I'm
gonna get somebody jealous. Oh, they'll understand. You're just lovable, Richard.
Everybody loves Richard. Yeah, and absolutely, and a big thank you.
Another shirt we can get made. Everybody loves Richard.
I will be having words. And he's moving us on now because he doesn't like being complimented. But a big thank you to Richard and everyone at SPTV. Thank you to the SPTV family for being with us. This is now 12:33. It has been an absolute pleasure. So from all of us here on Start Your Day, although to be fair, Glenda ends her day.
Yes.
As Glenda ends her day and the rest of you carry on with yours. Thank you. God bless you. And it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
God bless.
I love Richard more.
I love Richard more.
Oh,